Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, the ultimate investing guide for prismatic evolutions. We've heard so much controversy surrounding prismatic evolutions and, supply issues and scalping, and it feels like we're back at the start of 2021 again. But let's actually drill down and forget about all that. It's certainly not a video about any of that. Let's drill down and look at how solid an investment, forgetting the hype and everything that's going around and the scalping issues, how good an investment actually is prismatic evolutions. Predominantly as a sealed investment, but also the singles inside it as well. I'm going to go through a little bit of release information with products that are coming out soon, and of course what's already on the shelves. Then we're going to have a look at what is the best product you can pick up from an investment side of things sealed, and then we're going to have a look at a few of the singles. There's 32 SIRs inside this set, including the pull rates on them and what that means for sealed and singles investing overall. Hey, before we jump into it though, quick shout out to today's video sponsor, which is the Shiny app. If you don't have the app, I urge you to download it. If you do have it, please update it. It's the one-stop shop to put all your singles and sealed collection inside it for the Pokemon TCG amongst others. Pricing for your singles and your sealed product updates daily. When it does update, it uses data off a range of sources, including TCG Player, so you know you've got accurate pricing. You can now filter by set, so you can jump in and go latest to oldest set or newest to oldest set. Prismatic Evolutions is in there, pricing's in there. You can filter by most expensive to least expensive, and you can now click on them to get up-to-date pricing on the charting there, so you can see what the price was 6 days ago, 10 days ago, or 20 days ago, or 3 months ago. So I'll leave all the links in the description of this video to download Shiny. Right, Prismatic Evolutions. This is the ultimate investing guide. Now let's just talk through a little bit of product, right? And we know there's been scalping issues around this product and it's been extremely hard to get, but January 17th, which is of course not very long ago at all, we got the Elite Trainer Box released, we got Pokemon Center Elite Trainer Boxes released. We all know how they work and the difference between them in the fact that you get the stamped Pokemon Center promo when you get the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer Box inside there, which has really added weight to a lot of Elite Trainer Boxes from the Scarlet and Violet era. Some of these promos across sets, whether it's 151 or Obsidian Flames Eva, Paldea Evolved, some of them are worth huge dollars in a PSA 10 with the stamped Pokemon Center promo inside there. We've also had the Binder collection, which in case you don't know, you get 5 booster packs inside. We've had the Poster collection, which you get 3 booster packs inside, and we've got the Tech Sticker collection, which you also get 3 booster packs inside. So as you can see, there's no booster box. This is a holiday set, similar to 151 if you're new to the hobby, which means we don't get any booster boxes. So to get a large amount of packs, you've got to buy a large amount of product. And it's interesting. I think my take on it is, I think the Pokemon Company International has realized that doing this in holiday sets means that people need to buy more product to open the same amount of packs. And I don't think there's any surprise as to why both 151 and Prismatic Evolutions were launched as holiday sets. I think it means people need to spend more money essentially, and the company will make more profit. It's as simple as that. At the end of the day, they're a business and they're in it to make money, aren't they? So of course, the Elite Trainer Box gets you the highest amount of packs when it comes to what's been released so far. Now, not far around the corner, so February 7th, we're getting the mini tins, which you only get 2 booster packs inside in, and we're getting the surprise box, which you get 4 booster packs in, and 1 random Eevee or one of the 8 Eeveelutions as an etched promo inside there. Then March 7th, we finally get the booster bundles. April 25th, we get the accessory pouch, which gets you 5 packs, and of course the booster bundles get you 6. May 16th, we're getting a super premium collection with not much news around it, other than I'm sure there's an Eevee promo from Terrestrial Festival inside there, I'm sure. And September 26th, we get a premium figure collection. So 2 big ticket items. So releasing throughout the year. Pokemon Company International did also announce reprints already. Is that just to quiet the fan base? It seems a little bit of copy and paste. From the car industry, I know when we had massive supply issues on RAV4 Hybrid, every second month we'd get an email from Toyota saying, we're aiming to increase supply in this car. Please assure your customers that more supply will be coming. Nothing happened. It was still hard to get. It's not until we saw market condition changes where, the demand for these cars stepped back a little bit. And finally, of course, supply did actually start to increase. that's when we started to see more stock free up. And look, it's the same in the card world. When supply dies down, when supply increases a little bit and demand dies down a little bit, maybe there's demand for the new, Journey Together or the new Team Rocket set that's coming out, and that coincides with a Prismatic Evolutions reprint. Maybe that's when we might start to see more stock on the shelves, and then an adjustment in the price of some of these items. Now, ranking those. So we've got a lot of items. Let's talk about what is the best sealed investment to pick up out of all the Prismatic Evolutions items. Now, of course, if you've watched this channel for a while, a booster box is far out, in my opinion, the best investment from a sealed perspective that you can possibly spend your money on. Now look, there are some Pokemon Center Elite trainer boxes from Scarlet and Violet era that are actually outperforming their booster box counterparts. And I think it's really dependent on how good that promo is and how much it's worth as a raw copy and a PSA 10 copy. But yeah, there are some Pokemon Center Elite trainer boxes that are outperforming booster boxes. For me though, booster box will still always be king. Now we don't have that luxury in Prismatic Evolutions, so we've got to pick and choose amongst a lot of items in terms of what's going to be the best. And look, to sort of rank everything at the bottom, I think you've just got a massive mixture there, whether it's the binder, the poster collection, the tech sticker collection, the mini tins, the surprise box, the accessory pouch. I think they're all sitting along the bottom. Those ones where you're going to get 3 or 4 or 5 booster packs inside them and another item attached to it, which is what the Pokemon Company International is trying to do to get you to spend money, whether it's stickers or a binder or a poster or a little Eevee pouch. That's where they're getting their money from. Those things don't cost much money at all to produce, and it's a way of charging the consumer more money essentially. So with all those sort of ranked along the bottom or the bottom tier, I think the next step up is going to be the booster bundle. Booster bundles have performed pretty well, and I think if we turn our attention to 151, we can see how well a booster bundle case has performed and individual booster bundles. The next step up from a booster bundle, in my opinion, in terms of investment, would be the Elite Trainer Box, and then the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer Box sitting at the top. Now, it's hard to say. We don't know what's in a super premium collection or a premium figure collection yet. We know how well they can perform though. If we look to sets like Hidden Fates back in Sun and Moon era, and we had that Hidden Fates ultra premium collection with the massive Rayquaza figurine in there. Imagine if we got a massive Umbreon figurine as part of the premium figure collection for Prismatic Evolutions. That could be the best pickup from a sealed product. It could send it to absolutely skyrocketing to the moon, but we don't know yet. So I don't want to include them in this sort of list or tier list. So just to summarize it, everything from your binder, poster, tech sticker, mini tin, surprise box, accessory pouch, etc., all sitting along the bottom for me. It's much of a muchness with those products. Maybe the one that gives you the best dollar per pack ratio would be the best. Then I would go the booster bundle above those, and then an Elite Trainer Box, just the regular one, and then of course the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer Box, which is more exclusive, generally only gets a limited print run with the stamped promo of Eevee inside there. So that's my ranking when it comes to sealed products from Prismatic Evolution. Hey, I think to summarize the whole thing though, before we go into the next step, that whole question that I posed at the start, let's rank, this is the ultimate investing guide on Prismatic Evolutions, how good will it be? I think ultimately you're not going to go wrong with this set, and I'll get to pull rates in a second. Actually, we might jump into them now before we look at the SIRs, but when it comes to this set, I think if you compare it to 151, it's like 151 almost on steroids. It doesn't have that maybe nostalgic factor that 151 had, but look at the amount of SIRs that are inside here. You've got all 8 Eeveelutions. There's a gold Pikachu inside here, which seems to be overshadowed as well, which I'm sure will be worth a decent coin. You've got obviously Pokeball reverse holos, regular reverse holos, and Master Ball reverse holos, just to throw into the mix. This set from an investment will be absolutely insane in my opinion. In 5 years time or 10 years time, the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer Boxes will be worth a mint. The Elite Trainer Boxes will be worth a mint, and booster bundles as well will be worth heaps of money. Individual packs will be worth really good money. Like they'll be, in 5 years time, they're probably going to be $25, $30 an individual pack. And look, supply is going to have an impact on this, of course. Of course it will. They've said they're going to print more. Will will supply ever outweigh demand? That'll be the big question. You know, is it going to be like 151, whereas, you know, even 18 months after release, as soon as it goes on the shelves at Costco, people are lining up to swoop up the product and then resell it? Probably, quite possibly. We need to probably wait and see what raw single prices sort of work out to be once we see more hit the market, because they have a massive premium when they first come out. And we also need to see what graded prices are going to be like. You know, what is the grading play on this? How well do the cards grade? You know, what is the print quality like on these cards? Are we going to be sitting at Paldea levels, Paldea Evolve levels at like 25% grading? So, you know, for every 100 Umbreons that get sent in, only 25 come back 10s? Or are we going to be sitting at a more reasonable level like a Temporal Forces, where you're like that 50 to 55% chance of getting a 10? Those things are all going to have a massive factor and play on this. Now, talking about pull rates and the SIRs that come inside here, the pull rates for this set seem tough. Well, we don't have massive data sets. Even TCG Player, that normally opens like 5,000 packs, I think they only open like 1,500 packs to give us a data set. But what we normally get is like, or the last sets, you know, Twilight Masquerade, it's like 1 in 90 for an individual SIR, whereas we're back to like 1 in 50, and Surging Sparks as well, back to like 1 in 50 for an individual SIR. That's what it seems like. Having said that though, there's 32 SIRs inside this set. So if you work that out, we're almost at Evolving Skies pull rate levels, where, you know, you're talking like 1 in 1,600, 1 in 1,800. Again, we need more data, but 1 in 2,000. I've even seen numbers like 1 in 2,200 to pull yourself, you know, any individual SIR. So that includes, of course, the beautiful Espeon and the beautiful Umbreon, that are probably going to be the two most expensive cards inside this set. Now on that, you're also 1 in 3 packs for a Pokeball Reverse Holo, and you're like 1 in 20 packs for a Master Ball Reverse Holo. And based on how many Master Ball Reverse Holos are inside this set, you're like 1 in 1,000 to 1 in 1,500 chances of pulling an individual Master Ball Reverse Holo, including the Umbreon, which I'm sure as a PSA 10 is going to be worth massive dollars, and even Raw is going to be worth big dollars. So as you can see, this set's one of the things we talk about when it comes to an investment is total set value. And this set is going to have a massive total set value. And the reason it's going to have a massive total set value is not only do you have the Eevee SIR and the 8 Eeveelution SIRs, you've also got another 22 other individual SIRs inside the set, plus illustration rares, plus reverse holos, plus Pokeball Reverse Holos, plus Master Ball Reverse Holos. So this set's total set value is going to be off the chain. Is it going to be as expensive or have as high a total set value as Evolving Skies? Time will tell, and we need to let it settle down and let you know, more supply of the singles get on the market. But this is all just good signs. From an investing standpoint, you know, keeping it sealed, this is all just good signs. I don't mind pull rates being tough. It reminds me back of when I was so into the EX era and trying to pull a Gold Star, or I was so into, you know, the Dragon Ball Z collectible card game and trying to pull an ultra rare. They were hard to get, and that's the whole idea behind it. It's a true chase. I really like how Pokemon's doing that tiered chase now, where, okay, you can get the Master Ball in 1 in 20 packs, you can get the Pokeball in 1 in 3, but if you want to chase that SIR, that big hit, it's not going to be easy to get, and I really like that. Now on SIRs, I said there was 32 of them, of course. I wanted to go in and just almost finish off this video by ranking, and this is my opinion, everyone might have a different one, ranking the 8 Eeveelution SIRs based on the artwork and how nice I think the cards are, not on their price. That could be correlated, but just on how nice they are. And for me, number 8, and it's hard to say because, you know, I grew up on these 3 original Eeveelutions. Number 8 would be Jolteon for me. Number 7 would be the Flareon. Then I think Glaceon and Vaporeon in number, what are we up to? Spot number 5, I think just pips the Glaceon in terms of artwork. Then it would be the Leafeon, and I think there's 3 real standouts. And I think there's 2 that definitely stand out above this. The Sylveon I would rank at number 3. And then I'm umming and ahhing about the Espeon and Umbreon, and I don't know if I've come to an exact conclusion, but I really like how they are the top 2 again. If I look back to Sword and Shield era, I actually prefer Fusion Strike's Espeon VMAX over Evolving Skies Umbreon VMAX. I think it's a cooler artwork and a nicer looking artwork in my opinion. I know It's the fan favorite Umbreon. It's the one everyone wants, and it's the most expensive, of course, but I really, really like the Espeon from Fusion Strike. Now, when it comes to these two in Prismatic Evolutions, I think it's splitting straws, but I'm super happy that those two are the two best looking artworks, because I think it's only going to do good things for the price of these cards. Umbreon VMAX and Espeon VMAX are going to be worth a mint, particularly the Umbreon, of course. That's going to be worth an absolute truckload in a PSA 10 to start off with. Well, hopefully that gives you some indication of how Prismatic Evolution sits as an investment. I think it's an absolute stellar investment. If you can get some sealed product and stash it away, by all means do so. Keep an eye on retail pricing though, and scalpers and how much people are whacking on top. Don't feel you have to pay too much for it if you don't need to. I'm Michael, this is PokeOz. Catch everyone next time.